Ask screen test. Take one, Mark.
When I was 5, I wanted to be an accountant. That I remember. Then I wanted to be an inventor a little bit later on. Like now when I look back, obviously I had to be something within the arts. Growing up around a mom who was a dancer and a dad that was a conductor, and being exposed to that world from very early on.
So how did you start dancing?
How I started dancing, that's actually a very interesting question. I overheard a conversation between my mom and the director of the Royal Danish Ballet school at the time, talking about not having enough boys at the school, and I was kind of just walking behind them, and this little voice, my voice obviously, just saying, I would love to give it a try. And that's kind of how the whole thing started. I was a dancer with the Royal Danish Ballet for 4 years, and then I moved to New York and joined the New York City Ballet. Peter Martens was a principal dancer with the Royal Danish Ballet. He's now the director of New York City Ballet, and that's why there's still such a great connection between the two companies. I love going back to Denmark with the company. I'm very proud of being in City Ballet, but I'm also very proud of where I'm from, and I'm very happy to be able to come back. I have a lot of funny moments on stage. I think the latest one was probably with in Piano Concerto No. 2. I'm holding a girl in arabesque, like her waist and her leg, and I have to shovel back and do like a S shape. And while I'm like running backwards, I kind of like get caught on some tape on stage, and I start, you're trying to catch yourself and you just like, we just both went down. I mean, obviously that was the moment where you're like, you did not wish that to happen, but at the same time you're like, okay, they can only get this bad. My favorite tour moment is just going on tour, basically going to new places that you haven't been. I would love to go to South America. I've never really been. I would love to go and see what's left of the world. I mean, go to a place that hasn't really been touched. The only thing I do before a show as a ritual is probably shaking my legs. I have this weird thing when I'm standing on my legs and I'm not like shaking them out like this. I'm just standing and then I shake my legs. And I know some of the other my colleagues and partners, they don't make fun of me, but they know that it comes at some point before I go on stage. My name is Ask la Cour, and I'm a principal dancer with the New York City Ballet.